Hello everybody, and welcome to yet another wonderful session on your favorite YouTube channel Bhanzu. And this is your educator Haripriya here. I hope all of you had a blast of a Sunday yesterday. So here we are with brand new chapter, one of my very favorite chapters, I should say, that is linear equations in one variable. We will be doing this entire chapter in two parts. So today we'll be doing part number 1, and on Thursday we will be doing part number 2. Now this chapter is my all-time favorite, but NCERT has made it very easy peasy for all of you guys. What do I mean by that is there are a set of word problems that were very much involved in this chapter, like word problems ko equations mein convert karke and then solve it. The entire chunk of that concept has been removed to make this chapter a very easy peasy one for all of you guys. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy that you guys will find this chapter easy now. All right. So let us get started with this session then without wasting any further time. And if you have a friend, a best friend, obviously everybody has a best friend, so don't forget to like this video first of all and share this video with at least one friend of yours and ask them also to subscribe to the channel. All right, so let us get started with this brand new chapter of linear equations in one variable. So what are we going to do in the entire session today? I will be talking about the introduction part first of what is an algebraic expression and what is an equation. What is the difference between an expression and an equation? How to solve equations and how to find solutions of the variables. What exactly is linear equation? And what do I mean by linear equation in one variable? Alright. And next we will be moving forward to the next segment where I will be teaching you about solving linear equations using balancing method and transposing method. So these two are very famous methods of solving a linear equation in one variable. So stay tuned till the end of the session to learn all of these concepts, and half of your chapter will be done. Alright, so let's move forward with the first topic, which is algebraic expression and equation. Now, when I say an algebraic expression, when I say veg biryani, how is it made? You know the ingredients of a veg biryani, right? You know there are vegetables in it, there's rice, there's spices, there's water involved and all of that. You know the ingredients, which will come together and make a very yummy tummy biryani, right? Now, what is an algebraic expression? So here also you need few ingredients to make an algebraic expression. What are these ingredients? You need variables, you need constants, and you need the mathematical operators. Now, what is a variable? All of us know that because we have already started in grade 6. If not, let's quickly talk about it. Variables are something something where the values are not fixed. So any letter between A to Z can be assigned as a variable. The values are not fixed. We have to find the values of those variables. What are constants? Constants are nothing but numbers. It can be natural number, integers, fractions, decimals, rational, irrational. It can be any of it. They are constant numbers where the values are fixed. You cannot change them. So if I say I have 2 chocolates, that means I have only 2 chocolates. It's not 3. So the value is just fixed. Now if I say I have X number of chocolates, that X can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be any number. So something which keeps changing is variable, and something which is fixed is called as a constant. And then the mathematical operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Alright. So now here you can see 3x plus 2y minus 5 is an algebraic expression. Why? Because it has variables. What are the variables involved here? X and y. It has constants, which is minus 5, and it has mathematical operators plus and minus. Now you must be thinking, ma'am, when you were talking about constants, why didn't you not mention 3 and 2? Because 3 and 2 are called as the coefficients. Why? Because they are getting multiplied with the variable. So you don't call them as constants anymore technically. So what do we call them? We call them as coefficients. Alright. So the expression here is 3x plus 2y minus 5. So the variables are x and y. We have two variables here. The constant is minus 5. The coefficients are 3 and 2. And the operators that we used here are plus and minus. So this is an algebraic expression. Now what is an algebraic equation? So the word equation mein you have equal. Yeah. So when you take an expression and equate it to something else. Now if I take the expression 2x plus 3, is it an expression? Yes, it has variables, it has constants, it has coefficients, and it has a mathematical operator. So yes, it is an algebraic expression. If I equate this to another number or a variable or anything else, it need not just be a number. It can be a variable term also. If I'm equating that to something, it becomes an equation. It will have a left hand side. LHS is left hand side. It has a right hand side which is RHS, and it has an equality symbol, equal to symbol. Then you can say that it is an algebraic equation. Ingredients are the same, guys. है ना? Ingredients are the same. You have a variable, operator, coefficients, constants. Another thing which is getting added is the equal to symbol. That's the reason it is called as algebraic equation. Now let's break this entire chapter's name into parts and learn. Now the entire chapter's name here is algebraic equations in one variable. Now first let's learn about what do I mean. The entire chapter's name is linear equation in one variable. है ना? So now let's break it down and concentrate on what do I mean by the word linear equations. Now carefully look at this. 3a plus 2 equals to 10 minus b. You can see a left hand side, you can see right hand side, and you can see an equal to symbol. So it is definitely an algebraic equation. Then what is this linear? It's called as linear because the equation which has the highest power of the variable as 1, it is linear equation. So the power of the variable here is 1. The highest power is 1. है ना? So that is why it is linear, where the power of the variable are 1. All the powers of the variables are 1. Or you can say the highest power. Okay, let's put it this way. Linear equation is highest power of a variable equals to 1. So when you notice an equation here, 0.5x minus 1 equals to 2.5. It is an equation, but is it linear? For that we need to check the variable. It's x, matlab x to the power 1. So the highest power of the variable in this equation is 1. That is the reason it is called as linear equation. Now how many variables do you see here? You have two variables here. Here you only have one variable, right? So what is linear equation in one variable? Where you have a linear equation and where only one variable is there is considered into picture. Only one variable is there. You're not seeing any other alphabet. You're seeing only Y here. Is there any other alphabet here? No. So that's a linear equation. Why? Because first of all, it's an equation. Check. It is linear because the highest power of the variable is 1. So check. And then it has only one variable, which is Y. Check. So it's a linear equation in one variable. The maximum power, the highest power of the variable is 1. So it's a linear equation. and the number of variables is also 1. We only have one y as the variable. So, it is a linear equation in one variable. Alright, so this is the definition of the entire chapter. Now, we have formed an equation. That's what maths is about, right? We find problems and then we find solutions to those problems as well, right? So, let us talk about the solution of an equation. When do you say that yes, we have got the solution for the equation? Now, whenever we find the value of the variable is when we say that we got the solution. Now, for example, we have 12x minus 9 equals to 3. है ना? 12x minus 9 equals to 3. Now, only when you substitute, you get a value of the variable such that your left hand side becomes equal to your right hand side. So, when do you say that you have found solution of an equation? When the value of the variable when substituted makes left hand side equal to the right hand side. When this happens, when you substitute a constant number in place of the variable and that number makes the left hand side and right hand side equal, balances out, is when you say that you have found the solution of the equation. So here when you carefully notice, 1 minute. So here when you carefully notice, I have substituted my x is equal to 1. I have assigned a value to my variable. Now you must be thinking, ma'am, how do you know it's 1? So this is called as an hit and trial method. So when I substitute x is equal to 1, I am getting my left hand side equals to right hand side. Very nice. Sometimes it might not be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3. You have to keep checking. Okay. So the value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied. When do you say that the equation is satisfied? When your left hand side is equal to your right hand side. When it is balanced like this, when you substitute the value, is when you can say that we found the solution of the equation. So each equation has only one solution. You cannot have multiple values. You cannot say that even if I substitute x is equal to minus 1, I'll be getting the answer. You can't say that. है ना? So only with one value substituted in place of the variable is when your left hand side becomes equal to right hand side. So you can say that the value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied is said to be the solution of the equation. Now, if I give you a equation, let's say minus 12x plus 3 equals to 10. Something like this. Now, you will try first with x is equal to 1. Then you will try with x is equal to 2. Then you will try with x is equal to 3. You will keep trying till you get your left hand side equal to your right hand side. है ना? But do you think that this is feasible? Do you think that this is time consuming? Of course it is. Hit and trial method is time consuming. है ना? That is why we found easier ways to find the solution of the equation. So the first method we are going to talk about is the balancing method. Now for example, I have taken my pouch on my left hand. Alright. Now I have nothing in my right hand. So obviously this is heavier. है ना? This is definitely heavier here. So what happen here? It will come down. Obviously because this is heavier. Now if I place an equal amount of weight on my right hand side. Now for example, let's say I have placed the mouse, which is equal weight. Let's assume. Okay? Now if I place this mouse on the right hand side, which is of the same weight as this pouch, what happens? It will balance out. है ना? I hope you must have seen the pan balance also, where you weigh things. So they are balancing out. So in this method also, we will try to balance out our left hand side and right hand side by performing the same kind of operations on both the sides. Alright. Now, okay, coming to the balancing method. Now, balancing method mein we will do the same operation on the left hand side and right hand side. What do I mean by that? Whatever operation, for example, you have 3x minus 7 equals to 10. First of all, why are we doing this balancing method? To find the solution of the equation. Hai na? So, we have to somehow quarantine our x. Somehow isolate our x. Hai na? So, for that, I need to remove this 7. I need to somehow remove this 3 also. So that x becomes alone. But aise hi you cannot remove them out of the picture. Right? So, what do we do? First, I want to remove 7. So, what will I do? I will add 7 so that plus 7 minus 7 will cancel out and become 0. So, you will just be left with 3x. Now, what did we just do? We added weight on our left hand side. But we did not add weight on the right hand side. So, what will happen? It is not balanced. So, our balancing method, it needs to be balanced, no? So, whatever weight you are adding on your left hand side, we're going to add the same weight on my right hand side also. So, this will become 17. Now, I have to somehow remove this 3. So, what will I do? I'll divide by 3 so that 3 and 3 will get cancelled. But since I have divided with 3 on the left hand side, I have to perform the same operation on my right hand side. So, what did we do? We found the value of the variable x. Easy peasy, pizza cheesy. Alright, so this is how the balancing method works. Don't worry, we have more questions to solve. Let's do it together. If you have understood it, you can pause the video and then play once you have done the question. Alright, so now we're going to solve this using balancing method. Alright. Okay, so we have 3n plus 7 is equals to 25. Now, what is the first step I have to do? I have to somehow remove the plus 7. So, what will I do? I will subtract 7. Why? Because when I do that here, plus 7 minus 7 will get cancelled and it will become 0. So, 3n plus 0 is nothing but 3n. Hai na? That is why I have added 7 to it. Alright. So, what am I left with on my right hand side? 3n. Now, since I have removed weight of 7 from my left hand side, I have to do the same thing with my right hand side. So, we have 3n is equal to 18. Hai na? So, and what is n? Again, we have to somehow remove the 3. So, I will divide by 3 so that it will get cancelled. So, I have to divide by 3 on my right hand side also. Whatever operation you're performing on the left hand side, we have to do the same thing on our right hand side as well. So, your n is equal to 6. So, what is the solution of this equation? N is equal to 6. Why? Because when I substitute 6 in place of n, 18 plus 7 will give you 25. It is equal to our right hand side. When I substitute n is equal to 6 in the equation, I am getting left hand side equal to right hand side. That's when I know that n equals to 6 is the solution of the equation. One more question. Let's do it. So here you have 2p minus 1. So to remove that minus 1, I will add 1 to it. Since I'm adding 1 to the left hand side, I will add 1 to the right hand side also. So, plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled. So, you are left with 2p equals to 24. Now, I have to somehow remove this 2. So, I will divide by 2. Since I'm dividing with 2 on the left hand side, I have to do the same thing on the right hand side. So, your p is equals to 12. Understood? So, what is the solution of the equation? P is equal to 12 is the solution. How would you check that? By substituting. Instead of P, I will substitute 12. So, 2 into 12 minus 1, 24 minus 1, 23. On the left hand side you got 23. On the right hand side we already had 23. So what just happened? Your left hand side is equal to right hand side. So whatever we found the value is the correct value. So this is how you can cross check as well. Alright. And then comes the most popular method, which is the transposing method, where we will be transposing is moving numbers or variables from one side to the other side. And remember, while transposing a number or a variable, its sign changes. What do I mean by that? Let's take an example. Now, we have an equation x plus 5 equals to 9. So we have to somehow quarantine x. So I will want to transpose the number 5 to the other side. Now this is left hand side. This is the right hand side. There are two different sides. So from left hand side, I am transposing it to the right hand side. Right? So when it is transposed, the sign changes. We had plus 5 here. So when you transpose it, it will become minus 5. So please remember, whether you're transposing a number or a variable, the sign will definitely change. Your plus will become minus and your minus will become plus. Another equation, x minus 3 equals to 4. So I am sending minus 3 to the other side, it will become plus 3. So your addition, when you shift to the other side, will become subtraction. And your subtraction, when you shift to the other side, will become addition. Alright. Now, 2 multiplied with x is equal to 12. Multiplication with a number, when you send it to the other side, will become division by that number. 2x is equals to 12. What do I mean by 2x? It's nothing but multiplication. So I am sending this number 2 to the other side. I am transposing it from left hand side to right hand side. So the sign will change. Your multiplication will become division. And what will your division become? Multiplication, obviously. So x divided by 6 is equal to 8. So when I transpose division to the other side, it will become multiplication. Please remember, your addition, when you transpose, will become subtraction. Your subtraction, when you transpose, will become addition. Your multiplication will become division and your division will become multiplication. Please remember that while transposing, in transposing method. Let us solve a question using transposing method. Now here 12p minus 5 equals to 25. So when you send this minus 5 to the other side, what will happen? You will be having plus 5. Your negative 5 will become positive 5. Your minus 5 will become plus 5. है ना? So you have 12p equals to 30. Now 12 is getting multiplied with p. है ना? So what will happen? When you transpose 12 to the other side, it will become division by 12. Both of them can be cancelled using your 6 table. 6 into 5, 6 into 2. So what is the value of the variable? 5 by 2. And yes, you can have a variable's value as a fraction, decimal, negative number also. Alright, one more question. Let's do it. Now, if you have any doubt, do let me know in the live chat box. The live chat box is on for you guys to type anything you want to tell me, say me or ask me. The live chat box is there. If you're watching the recorded version of it, do let me know in the comment section. I will reply back to you. Now here, first we need to multiply the 2 inside. Or what you can do is, minus 2 is getting multiplied with x plus 3, which is equal to 8. So multiplication with 2, when I shift to the other side, will become division with 2. So x plus 3 is equals to 8 divided by minus 2. So guys, minus 2 is getting multiplied with x plus 3. So when you shift to the other side, it will become 8 divided by minus 2, not plus 2. Why? Because minus 2 is a number. Like how plus 2 is a number. So plus 2 when multiplied with x is equals to 12 mein, what are you doing? When you're transposing your 2 to the other side, you're just doing 12 by 2. You're not doing 12 by minus 2, right? So the same thing, if you have a negative number and when you're transposing it, when it is getting multiplied, it will still remain minus 2. So it will not become plus 2 here. Alright, it will become minus 2. So what is the answer? Minus 4. Minus 1 plus 4. 4 by minus 1 will give you minus 1. Hi Biraja, hello. So x plus 3 is equal to minus 4. So plus 3 when I transpose to the other side will become minus 3. So x minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. So what is the solution here? X is equal to minus 7. Alright. So this is how you will have to go about it. Please make sure that you're not confused in this, what I explained. I'm going to quickly explain it again. Many of my students get confused here. So I'm going to explain that one thing again. Okay? Now, when I multiply plus 2 with a variable, now when I'm transposing it, what will happen? When you're sending it to the other side, it will be 12 divided with plus 2. That's it. Hai na? You're not changing this. You're only changing multiplication to division. You're not changing plus 2 to minus 2, right? Now, similarly, if I am having minus 2 multiplied with a variable equals to 12, when I am transposing this, it will be 12 divided by minus 2. It will not be 12 divided by plus 2. That minus 2, it will not change its sign. It's getting multiplied. No, that multiplication is changing to division. That's it. Your minus 2 will be as it is. Please keep this in your mind. Alright. In the next class, we will be talking about solving equations with variables on both sides. Till now, we have dealt with numbers where we have equations where we have variables only on one side, which is usually the left-hand side. But what if I have variables on both sides? How am I going to solve that? Is what we're going to do in the next class. So please be on time. Which class math is this? This is for grade 8. Grade 8. Alright. And we will also talk about reducing equations to simpler forms and then solving it further. Alright. So do not forget to like this video. Also share this video with all your friends. At least one of your friends, if not all. One bestie to hamare saath hai na? We all have that one bestie. So please do share this video with at least one best friend of yours. And comment below and let me know if you have any doubts or if you want to say something about the video or anything. You can do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to reply. Thank you so much, guys. You people were wonderful today. I hope you had a lot of fun in today's video. I'm going to again meet you guys very soon. That is tomorrow at 6 p.m. for grade 7. So please be on time. Until then, this is your